Hey everybody YouTube, this is Curry Mac, and today I'm going to show you how to make homemade PB Max. And for those of you who don't know what that is, PB Max was made by Mars back in 1989, and it lasted to about 1994. I'm going to show you the commercial right now.
There seems to be some confusion about the PB and new PB Max. It don't stand for piggy banks, platinum blonde, pink baboon. Don't mean polka band or portly ballerina. PB means peanut butter, real peanut butter, lots of real peanut butter, in pure milk chocolate with the crunch of a whole grain cookie. Now that's maximum satisfaction. Even if you're as wholesome as a plowboy, that's pure bliss. PB Max, we mean peanut butter.
Here are the things that you'll need: the crunchy whole grain cookie recipe, some cream peanut butter, some powdered sugar, 6 Dove milk chocolate bars, 1 non-stick square muffin pan, some wax or parchment paper, and 1 cookie sheet. If you can't find the Dove milk chocolate, then you could substitute milk chocolate chips for it. We'll start by making the peanut butter filling, which calls for 2 cups of cream peanut butter and 2 teaspoons of powdered sugar. And then you're going to stir it up until it's nice and blended. After that, you're going to cover it up and you're going to put it in the refrigerator so you can use it later. Now we'll do the crunchy whole grain cookie recipe. It calls for 2/3 cup of margarine or butter, softened, and 2/3 cup of shortening, and then we'll add 1 cup of granulated sugar. And then we'll mix it up until it's nice and blended. And then to that we're going to add 2 eggs. All you have to do is put 1 egg at a time. And to that we're going to add 2 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract or imitation vanilla, whichever you prefer. And then we're going to stir it up until it's nice and blended. After you're done stirring this, put it off to the side or in the refrigerator. We're going to mix the rest of the dry ingredients. Next we're going to combine the white whole grain wheat flour, the oats, the baking soda, and the salt. 3½ cups of white whole wheat flour, half a teaspoon of salt, 2 cups of old-fashioned oats, and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And then we're going to stir it up until it's nice and blended. And then next we're going to combine the dry ingredients with the wet ingredients. And you're going to stir this up until it's well blended. And this is how the cookie dough should look like after you finish stirring it up. Now the next thing you want to do is take your square muffin pan, take some cookie dough, and press it inside each square using your thumbs. Now, using a fork, poke holes through the cookie dough. And that way when you cook it, it won't buckle up underneath. Once you're finished, this is how it should look like. Next, take this and put it off to the side, and we're going to work on the little pellets that goes on top of the PB Max. Take some raw cookie dough and roll it into a shape like a ball. This is the fast way to do it. Just take a handful of cookie dough and crumble it all throughout the cookie sheet. And when you're done, bake both this and the cookie squares at 375 degrees for about 10 to 15 minutes. And this is how the cookie squares look like after you cook them. And it should be hard and crunchy. And this is how the cookie pieces should look like after you finish cooking them. And it should be hard and crunchy. Now these will go on top of the peanut butter for the PB Max. Now it's time to melt the chocolate. Take some Dove milk chocolate bars and put it in a microwave safe bowl. And set the time for about, I would say, 2 minutes, stirring it 30 seconds at a time. Once your chocolate has been melted, take a spoon and dip it in the melted chocolate, and take a cookie and turn it upside down. Using the back of your spoon, smear it on top of the bottom part of your cookie. And make sure you get to the sides as well. And do this to all of these and put it in the freezer for about 15 or 30 minutes or until it's hardened. And this is how your cookie should look like after you've frozen it. Now we're going to put the peanut butter filling inside it. Get the peanut butter and powdered sugar mixture that you made earlier and get a knife and take one of the cookies and fill it with peanut butter. You can put as little or as much peanut butter as you want. Next, take some cookie pieces that you made earlier and put it on top of the peanut butter. Just like I'm showing you right here. Be sure to freeze these for about 10 to 15 minutes. That way the cookie pieces won't stick together, so when you pour the melted chocolate over the PB Max, the cookies pieces won't fall apart. And next, using a fork and a spoon, dip your spoon inside the chocolate and pour it on top of the cookie. And make sure you get the sides as well. After you're done putting the chocolate on top of the PB Max, put it in the refrigerator for about, I would say, 15 to 30 minutes. And that way the whole thing can get hardened, the chocolate will get hardened. And this is how it looks like after you finish with it. It looks and tastes pretty close to the way I remembered it. You eat it with a glass of milk. You can also eat it refrigerated, or you can also eat it room temperature. If you look at the bottom of the description, you'll see a full recipe. So give it a try.